I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, a man with a stutter died in prison before he could finish his sentence. So kicking it off this week with last week's Comic Corner, the new World Heavyweight Championship Corner, Nicky B. Jammin started it off with, he's back! We're the masters of space, don't mess around. We're the Spaceballs! Watch out! The Spinners. Sweet ass shirt, brother. Thank you. I have a couple of Spaceball shirts. Then Nicky B. Jammin commented, too awesome. Thanks, Davey. It's what I do, baby. Then Nicky B. Jammin commented, y'all need some posters? Only the most choice movies, of course. Howard the Duck, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Wraith, Maximum Overdrive, etc. If I can get a random poster and it's of an epic movie, could you guys use it? Me personally, I'm good. As you can see, my wife paints me posters. But my brother's interested, so I don't know. However you guys go from there. Then my brother Joshua Martinez, still throwing his little fit and pretending to be from Norway, under the name Toki Stormwolf, commented, that's a fine-looking belt, sir. Cheerio. Hurrah. Fine belt indeed. It's a good-looking championship. Please get rid of the Velcro. Then Paul Jetto commented, dude, your brother needs therapy. Haha. There's nothing funny about the fact that he desperately needs therapy. That is a nice belt. Better than the last one. I gotta say, I hate it when they split the brands. I'm kind of indifferent about that. Split the brands, don't split the brands. Only thing I do hate is that if you're going to split the brands, then split the brands. Have separate pay-per-views. Don't show up on each other's brands every week. Make it to where if somebody from Raw does end up going to SmackDown, it's actually a big deal, not another SmackDown. Then Jay McCool commented, great looking title. But you're right, until Roman drops the title, it's just a consolation prize. Facts. You know the worst thing about ancient history class? The teacher tends to babble on. Then going back to an older Davey's Awesome Movies, somebody who commented on it previously and this week had to comment on it again. The Davey's Awesome Movies review of The Toad Warrior. Thing 1 and Thing 2, the Media Maniacs commented, the puns in Toad Warrior are so terrible. For instance, that frog crime boss in the hat, whose name is, like you said, Humphrey Bullfrog. Like, really? That's the best name you got? At least Toad Warrior, the title of the movie, is kinda clever. Dude, that movie was just absolutely terrible all the way around. With or without the bad puns, that wouldn't have made it much better. You know what you get when you put your hand in a blender? A handshake. Then again, going back to an older Davey's Awesome Movies, my Davey's Awesome Movies for the sequel to Hell Comes to Frogtown, the second one, Return to Frogtown. Thing 1 and Thing 2, the Media Maniacs commented, why did they give the Texas Rocket Rangers horrible knockoffs of the Rocketeer costume from the awesome 90s superhero movie set during World War II? That movie is criminally underrated. I think my brother and I are going to have to discuss whether or not that movie is overrated. But as far as what you're talking about the costumes, yeah, they do look like really bad Rocketeer cosplaying. I replied to him telling him that I just released a remastered version of my Hell Comes to Frogtown review and he should check it out. And he replied to that. I watched it last night. I love Hell Comes to Frogtown. I discovered it in 2015, immediately after Roddy Piper died. I was watching the news, they mentioned his passing as well as Hell Comes to Frogtown and They Live, so I watched them both that week and love them both since. He made another reply. For me, Hell Comes to Frogtown is one of those exceptionally rare B-movies that is so bad it's good, while also being good on its own merits. Hell Comes to Frogtown can be enjoyed both ironically and unironically, meaning it can be enjoyed while stone cold sober, or depending on your preference, drunk or high. I've enjoyed Hell Comes to Frogtown multiple times, both sober and drunk. However, if you make the mistake of attempting to watch Return to Frogtown or Toad Warrior without the aid of alcohol or marijuana, you're on your own, because last year I attempted to binge watch the Frogtown film series sober and could not make it through the sequels. I fell asleep after the first 10 minutes watching Return to Frogtown, and I think I made it through the first 30 minutes of The Toad Warrior. It's impossible to watch the sequels sober, and Return to Frogtown is so boring. Being drunk OMA didn't improve my viewing experience. Being drunk OMA improved my viewing experience of Toad Warrior for the first act. Maybe you need to watch it drunk or high, OYA, in a group. Well, I can't really comment on that. I don't drink or get high, and I've watched all those movies sober. But I have talked about it. The only way I have enjoyed those movies is to sit there and riff it. Either with my friends, my brother, or actually now even my oldest son. Him and I like to sit there and riff on movies. That makes it fun. But just sitting there watching it, playing, yeah, it gets pretty boring. Can February March? No, but April May. And then on this week's Davy's Awesome Stories, is America the Fattest? It is. New commenter Justin Goodman kicked it off with, what about fried candy bars like Snickers and a donut? Wrapped in bacon. Sounds good, but I think I had a heart attack just reading your comment. Then, Toki Stormwolf commented, the strangest part is that you Americans are obsessed with health and losing weight, yet have strange confections such as Doritos tacos, chicken and bacon fried sandwiches, where the chicken is bread. You put your meat in your desserts, and you've enjoyed every one of those things. Then Toki Stormwolf commented, are you aware that in other nations we treat carbonated soda drinks as dessert beverages? You find chaps drink it all the livelong day. It is actually true. When I was younger, I had a friend from Germany. They were an exchange student. And they talked about that being one culture shock, is he would get together with us to play video games and stuff. And he said they do that in Germany, but the snacks provided here versus there are so different. Whereas here, we usually like grab chips and sodas. According to him, over there, they grab like bread and butter and mineral water. I'm okay with the bread and butter, but mineral water, ugh. Replying to Toki Stormwolf, new commenter Dust Bowl Hammer replied, we're the only country that uses corn syrup in our soda. If you go to the UK, you can find Coke and Pepsi, but with real sugar. You can find that here now. It's just a special soda. Then Dust Bowl Hammer made his own comment, dinner ideas. Glad I could help. Then returning commenter Richard Daly commented, everything is better with bacon. Do it. Better tasting, yes. But if I added bacon to literally everything that we add bacon to, I'd probably be dead. Richard Daly then commented, fried bread. Literally just bread fried in bacon grease instead of toast with breakfast. It's delicious. I'm gonna have to take your word for that one. Sounds amazing, but my heart. Then Jay McCool commented, Canada may have a donut chain, but America took those donuts and wrapped them in bacon. USA! 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 You know what's even worse was while I was looking up some of those pictures to put in the video of bacon wrapped stuff, found a donut wrapped bacon burger. They wrapped 2 glazed donuts in bacon and used those as the bun for a burger. I feel like the moment you took a bite, you'd have a heart attack. Yesterday, a clown opened the door for me. It was a nice gesture. Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed Brian Pillman, Loose Cannon, Toki Stormwolf commented, he had quite a life. Rather sad it ended so soon. I would not mind viewing a documentary on the ladies of wrestling. Lita, Sunny, Stratus, Victoria. Well, they have plenty of documentaries like that, dude. They're not porn like you want them to be, but they're documentaries. Then Paul Jetto commented, I like Flying Brian. Rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace. I went to a bookstore and saw one titled, How to Solve 50% of Your Problems. I bought 2. Then on the Brothers Not Lovers video, bloopers number 5, where we kind of just went through some outtakes that happened over a year course of filming our Brothers Not Lovers videos. Toki Stormwolf commented, bloody good show, sir. You and your superior brother are quite the humorous fellows. Good old sport. Good on you. As we say in Norway. Are we done with this yet? Then Toki Stormwolf commented, what you mean had fun doing the videos? Don't you both always have fun? Yeah, when we're filming. When I'm reading comments from your alter egos, not so much. Then Paul Jetto commented, for some reason those necklaces your brother is wearing makes me think of Mr. T. Oh, and he definitely lost that round with Beethoven. We decided to start over because we wanted to get some rallies going, but yeah, if you want to get technical, I could have won that one. Because that was actually the first one. Then he won the next one, and then I won the Arnold Schwarzenegger ones. But he won on a technicality, which is why I want my rematch! Then Jay McCool commented, when did you review Boondock Saints? Not this previous St. Patrick's Day, but the St. Patrick's Day before it. It was only up for a few days. Part of being a movie reviewer on YouTube is sometimes you get copyright claims. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. And most of the time it does happen because it's a movie review and that is protected under fair use. You can submit a dispute, say, hey, it was fair use because it was for review, commentary, and education about the movie. They will let it go. But sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll come back and say, we disagree, we're keeping it on there. Now after that, I could make an appeal and try to stronger emphasize my point, but that could lead to a copyright strike. And with me being such a young YouTuber and trying to get myself monetized, it's not worth the fight. So since that video can never be monetized, I will take it down. Like I said, it doesn't happen very often. Of all the times it's happened in the last 3 years, I've only had 4 instances where they've refused to let go of the claim. Because another problem about fair use laws is even though that is fair use, YouTube's not going to fight my battle for me. That's when I would have to take a court and let a judge decide, and it's just not worth it. So Boondock Saints was up for about 3 or 4 days, and it was very sad for both me and my brother because both of us had put so much effort into that movie review. And sadly, most of you never saw it. It came out really, really well. But life goes on. Then Jay McCool commented, bloopers are fun! Yes, they are. Do you ever wonder if there are bobcats that prefer to be called Robert Cats? Then on my Davey's Awesome Food, where I reviewed the new Snickers Rockin' Nut Road bar, Rocky Road, which was pretty good, Nikki B. Jammin commented, got milk? I'm not seeing this one yet. Yeah, we gotta stop chasing perfection with all the perfect stuff here. Everybody wants to wipe it out and recreate it. They need to let nature take its course and just leave everything alone. Share size? Some slick marketing right there. I'm iffy about marshmallows and candy bars. I do love me some marshmallows though. In this candy bar, it's really good. It's not marshmallows, it's marshmallow flavored nougat. Then Toki Storm Wolf commented, we don't have Snickers in Norway. We have Half-Truthful. It tastes like fish and strudel. Not too good. You are so full of crap. And then because one alter ego from Joshua Martinez isn't good enough, here's J Spud's comment. That candy bar may look delicious, but all that sugary sweetness is just a moment on the lips and a life sentence on your pancreas. Oh god, just looking at it makes my body twitch for insulin. I remember this one time I had a Snickers bar when I spotted a man buying it at Miata at full asking price, and I laughed. He didn't even haggle. Unfortunately, I began laughing mid-chew, and the bulk of nuts and nougat got lodged in my throat. Well, obviously it wasn't a happy ending, because here you are making comments. As I flopped and wiggled like a writhing fish out of water, receiving no help from onlookers, the words not going anywhere for a while rang out so sudden and true. Luckily, a stocky young lad, who looked as if he weighed as much as Roseanne Barr after that 3-course meal consisting of a full-grown horse, 3 apple pies, and those kids from Jurassic Park, happened by and fell on me, causing a burst of air to fling out of half-chewed confection and into the schmuck's new Miata side door. I don't know which is worse, choking on a snack bar or ending up in the hospital with 8 broken ribs and a ruptured spleen, but at least I got to laugh. It was awful. What's awful is that they fell on you and saved your life. You know how many optometrists it takes to change a light bulb? 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Then on a slightly older Davey's Awesome Stories, Crazy Customers, Nikki B. Jammin commented, I've never seen the inside of my ears, but I've heard good things. Then, the last video that was commented on this week, my Davey's Awesome Movies of Hell Comes to Frogtown. Thing 1 and Thing 2, the Media Maniacs commented, I just love Hell Comes to Frogtown. May the line, you have aroused the 3 snakes, live forever. I prefer the line, eat lead, froggies. Then Thing 1 and Thing 2, the Media Maniacs commented, well, it's sad, but she wanted to get drilled. That had me dying. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to get drilled in the chest, however. Hey, beggars can't be choosy. And then the final comment this week, Thing 1 and Thing 2, the Media Maniacs commented, fun fact, Commander Toady was played by professional wrestler Brian Frakes, which is why Toady was able to go head-to-head with Sam Hell. It's just too bad that they thought it would be a great idea to resurrect Toady and give him the RoboCop treatment and make him Robo-Toady. Absolutely no one asked for this. Nobody asked for Return to Frogtown in the first place. Dracula is never rebooted, just revamped. So So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. And leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.